My biggest pointer about this deck is go to energy and make sure you take away the water energy. Otherwise, you will be clocked. What's up guys, Getty here. Today, I'm going to bring you the newest Dark type deck featuring Weavile Ex and of course, Darkrai Ex. With this deck, the Dark type does not stay in the shadows anymore. They don't just go, oh, I poison you and then I give you some damage. But nope, this time we're going to go full aggro and cut some throats with Weavile. Okay, let's take a look at the deck and how it functions. Now before we get into it, don't forget to sub for free and stay tuned for more awesome Pokemon Pocket content. And of course, if you like this video, slap the like button so hard, just like parents used to slap you when you were a naughty kid. And I'm so thrilled about this new expansion. I'm gonna try out some new decks, so if you're into that, definitely sub and check those out. Okay, Weavile Ex. Scratching Nails. Okay, it does 30 plus. If your opponent's active Pokemon has damage on it, this attack does 40 more damage. So it hits for 70 for just 1 energy. This is pretty insane as an aggro deck. But the thing is, how do we slap damage onto those guys? Okay, of course, you can use... okay, wait a minute. You can go for Scratching Nails for the first turn. And then, on the second turn, it deals 70 damage. So for 2 turns, you deal 100 damage, which pretty much just takes out any basic Pokemon, right? Well, that's not an EX, that's for sure. But there are more ways to deal damage. The first being Darkrai Ex. So with its ability, whenever you attach a dark energy from your energy zone to this Pokemon, do 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So this is a way that you can get 20 damage onto them without, actually attacking. So it's kind of like a Greninja. And the best thing about Darkrai is you don't have to evolve it twice to get that ability. So it actually tells you how amazing this card really is. Just attach an energy to it, set it up, so it's going to be good in the late game. You can bring it out, hit for 80, finish someone off, and claim victory. Then of course, we have the Greninjas. Mid or late game, you really need the Greninja to start pinging people. If they retreat and they are like an inch from death, you can ping it with your Greninjas. Okay, one point to note here is we only get 1 Froakie in the deck because you don't want to start with Froakie at all. You want to start with Weavile, which is our star of the deck, I guess. So with just 1 energy, you can hit potentially for 40. So the expected value is 20. So actually flipping 1 has is already good enough for the first attack because all you want is to get damage onto them. And then your Weavile can hit for 70 the next turn. So it's 90 damage, which pretty much takes out any of the basic Pokemon that wants to evolve, right? So that's all good. Remember, just put 1 Froakie here so you don't draw into it or you don't get it with Pokeball, which sometimes, okay, you really need that Darkrai. Yeah, if you don't get the Darkrai, your strategy doesn't work early on. So you really need that Darkrai on the bench. And then Pokemon Communication. Okay, this card is red hot. It's so new that it's great. If you have not played Pokemon TCG before, you don't know what this is, check this out. Choose a Pokemon in your hand and switch it with a random Pokemon in your deck. It is actually great in these Stage 2 decks because you really need an evolution card. Okay, you need that card that you need. So you want to acquire the card that you need. That's what I'm saying. So if you really need that Greninja, you have already evolved 1 Frogadier. And then you have the other one in hand. What do? You go for Pokemon Communication and switch it out for that Greninja in your deck. And then you're good to go. So this is how great this card really is. It makes Stage 2 decks a lot more consistent. Well, they actually found a way to buff the Mewtwo God of War deck once again. And I don't really like it, because a lot of people are just gonna play that. With the slab, it's already so consistent, but this thing makes it like way over the top. Ugh, I'm not gonna enjoy that. But then, this card right here is a new card type, Pokemon 2. So if you didn't know, it's like a tool that you can equip to your Pokemon. So when you slap, say, Giant Cape on, then the Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 20 HP. There's also Rocky Helmet and Lumberry. They're not many, but they are actually quite useful. So with Giant Cape, plus 20 health. It's extremely important, guys. Weavile only has 140 HP, so obviously it dies to a Mewtwo, and it dies to Dialga. Or Dialga. Actually, Dialga hits for 150 as well. Do you think Dialga is good? I mean, I kinda think it sucks. But with Weavile, you have to withstand one attack. If you have Giant Cape, they have to waste another Giovanni to take care of you. So that might actually be clunky for them. If they don't got the Giovanni, you survive with 10 HP, and there's nothing they can do about it. And then your Weavile just slaps again, pretty much winning you the game. And of course, the 2 Professor Oaks. And then another new card, Cyrus. Switch in one of your opponent's bench Pokemon that has damage on it to the active spot. Okay, the difference between Cyrus and Sabrina is you get to pick which card you want to bring out with Cyrus. You actually can drag Cyrus over to that Pokemon, and then it switches that out. So if you have Darkrai damaging people and they switch it out, then you can choose that Pokemon, bring it out, and slap it with Weavile. Also, if you want to drag some really innocent basic Pokemon like Froakie out late game, you can ping it with Greninja, then go for Cyrus, and bring out that little Pokemon to finish it off for the game-winning move. So there we go. This is how good Cyrus really is, especially with cards that can ping the backline like Greninja. Okay, one thing to note is unlike Sabrina, if the opponent's bench is fully healthy, then you cannot use Cyrus. So take note of that. Only play Cyrus when you know you're able to damage their back row. And finally, Leaf, just to switch stuff out of the active spot when we need. So Darkrai has 2 retreat cost, so conveniently, Leaf gets it out for free. So yeah, this is deck profile. We're gonna jump right into some games and see how good Darkrai is, especially against those Palkia decks. Okay, I might have said Dialga. I meant to say Palkia. Palkia hits for 150. Dialga hits for 100. So just to clear that out. Now we're gonna jump right into some games. Don't forget to sub for free and stop the pin so hard. Alright, here we go with the first match. We got Sneasel, which is good, but the thing is, we really want that Darkrai as well. Okay, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. This guy's running a water deck with Eevee. I wonder what it's gonna be. So it might be some shenanigans with Vaporeon moving energy from the bench to the front. I wonder what kind of card it will be. So one of the new cards really need Vaporeon support, otherwise you just cannot get enough water energy onto something. But hey, I don't really think that card is good. I mean, it's on the cover. Yep, okay, you guys already know what it is, right? But anyways, I'm just gonna go for one scratch, not a double scratch. It's half of the double scratch, which is a scratch. But all you want to do with Sneasel is get some damage onto them. And then with Weavile, you slap them silly. Sometimes it's actually good. Okay, we see it. It's Palkia EX. And yeah, in the intro I said Dialga instead of Palkia, but I actually cleared that out. It's Palkia all the way. Oh, okay. Just one Misty flip. Okay, I can live with that. If that's like 2 or 3, then it might be over. But luckily, they only got 1, so that is actually a fair amount. And Misty is actually functioning like Brock, just putting 1 energy on. The thing is, it's got a 50% chance to fail, so I'd rather go for the Brock, because, well, you guys might know, my luck is just so bad with these coin flips. And there we go, you see? Pokemon Communication switching out this card that you don't need for now for something good. And we got the Clutch Weavile. And there we go, we get our first KO. And take note of that giant cape onto the Weavile. Yeah, making it 160 HP. So the Palkia does not one-shot us. Well, actually sometimes a good strategy is to hide your cape, and when you need to survive a hit, just before they attack, you slap it onto your Pokemon. Yeah, but the thing is, I couldn't do that because I was kind of afraid of a red card, right? But anyway, they really have to spend another Giovanni if they want to KO us from full health with the Palkia. I mean, that attack is strong, 150 damage and spread damage across the board for 20. The thing is, you have to discard 3 energy. That's a little too much, right? And there we go, we KO the second EV. And now, it's Palkia versus Weavile. Moment at first, do they have the Giovanni or not? Okay, no, that's great. After we see a supporter card, we know we're in the clear. Yeah, the only way to increase attack in the current meta is with supporters. So without that, we are okay. Alright, I think we got the win here already. Just gonna do the scratching nails. Go for 70 damage. So they can actually go for slash and take us out, but it doesn't matter. Darkrai can come in and revenge kill. Okay, they gracefully passed and admitted defeat, so we're not gonna waste any time. Okay, they conceded. Fine. I was just about to just go for the attack and finish him off, not doing any stupid shenanigans. But anyways, this is how you beat Palkia with Weavile and Darkrai. I mean, Palkia looks great. I mean, it looks cool, but as a card, is it really that good? After discarding 3 energies, they just cannot continue on. Like, if they don't flip a really crazy Misty, it just does not work. But anyways, this is how you KO Palkia players with your Weavile and Darkrai EX deck. Now let's move on to our next victim. Alright guys, I know what you're thinking. You said on the title, how to beat Palkia decks with Weavile and Darkrai EX. And where is the Palkia? You guys will see soon. So we start off with Darkrai this time. Yeah, Sneasel is at the back, which is kind of problematic. That is why we put the Leaf in the deck. We got Weavile as well, so we're gonna attack him so fast. With this deck, it's actually okay to go first, because you can attack with your Weavile as your first attack. So that's actually really strong. You just... Oh, the giant cape. I'm not sure why they would put it on a Froakie. I guess it would have been better on the Tauros, but anyways. As you all know, Tauros is the EX Pokemon Slayer, which I don't really like dealing with right now. Now I'm just thinking, what should I do here? The thing I want to do, I guess, is just evolve into Weavile. Then switch out with Leaf. Then I head for 30. No, don't do that. Okay, I'm reconsidering. Which is good. So yeah, it was kind of new for me to play this deck, right? So I was actually waiting my options. And then I finally got it right. Switch out with Leaf, go for the Sneasel, attach it there, evolve, and then start attacking. The bad thing about going first is you can't get the energy on Darkrai and Weavile. So that's a little bit of a problem. So now I head for 70 next turn. Even if they evolved, it's alright. Okay, they do evolve. But they still only got 70 HP, so I can slay them right here. I'd actually love to see a potion, because I would attach onto Darkrai anyway. Oh, they're switching out. Fine. Okay, the Tauros. Luckily, they have to sack off the Tauros. And we got Cyrus. Okay, if you still don't know what Cyrus does, it's like Sabrina, but it only works with something that is damaged on the bench. But you have the freedom of pulling out anything you want with the Cyrus. I'm going to show you right here. Yep, you can do it like that. Drag Cyrus onto that Pokemon, and it drags it out. Yes, nothing better to yank out a Pokemon from the bench and KO it. They thought, ooh, I'm going to keep my Frogadier safe so I can potentially draw into a Greninja later. But nope, I KO'd that with the Giant Cape on. So now the Tauros is also dead meat because I can just attach onto Darkrai and bam. Now Misty does not work on Tauros, don't worry. If you still didn't know, Misty only works on water-type Pokemon. So if you run colorless type and think, ooh, I can do that with Misty. Nope, sorry. Oh, I have Greninjas in hand, but no Froakie. That guy has a lot of Froakies. I want my Froakie. Oh, but the good thing is, because they switched out last turn, we were able to get 20 damage onto the Tauros, which is why with this 20 damage and the attack, we take it out clean. I think that's game, right? Unless they bring in the Palkia. Alright. Okay. But can they get enough damage onto... enough energy onto the Palkia? Still don't think so. Okay, communication. Let's see what I get. Oh, wait a minute. I already got the KO here, if you didn't see that. There we go. Just attach, go for the nails, and that's game. They did not switch out. I think they didn't want to drag the game out, because I was going to win anyways, right? So there we go. Another graceful Palkia opponent. And this time, they did not even get off the attack with Palkia, which is kind of sad. But hey, you can see how strong Weavile EX and Darkrai EX is. They attack for very low amounts of energy, so fast that you cannot deal with them. And of course, with the Giant Cape, its survivability is increased by a lot. It survives 150 hits with like Mewtwo or Palkia EX. So you can keep it safe, unless they got a Giovanni, of course. And now, let's move on to our next victim. Oh, the Dedenne! Luckily, the Dedenne is not like close to as good as in the real Pokemon TCG. Yeah, that Dedenne though helps you draw cards. Yeah, a lot of people run that in their decks. But anyways, let's go back to Pokemon Pocket. Okay, research. That's great. Oh yeah, this is the game where I get a lot of draw power. But sadly, still no Sneasel. As you can see, I just attach, and then they die. Okay, the most important thing is they don't get the paralysis on the next attack, and then we're good to go. So the game plan for now is attach, and attack for 80, and we win if they don't get another basic Pokemon. Come on, give me the Sneasel. Okay, this Pokeball. Okay, 2 Pokeballs definitely will draw me the Sneasel. Actually, 2 Sneasels. I only got 4 basic Pokemon in the deck. There we go. All the Sneasels that we need. If we draw a leaf, then we can switch out. Something we do need is the Greninja. So if we draw into Pokemon Communication as well, we can get the Greninja out. Because we already got the Frogadier in hand. Okay, they can switch out, it doesn't matter. If they switched out, I can drag it out with Cyrus. And then ping it with the Darkrai ability. Okay, they do switch out with the X speed. Oh, cute little Blisto. Do I want to use Cyrus here? Okay, I do draw the Greninja, so I don't need to waste my Cyrus. I can just ping the Dedenne. Oh, wait, I actually should use the Cyrus, right? Because I'm kind of wasting the 20 damage with the ping here. But anyways, I don't think it matters too much. It's actually good to have a Cyrus in hand for the KO. So I think it's alright. Because we already set up the Greninja. Yeah, we are in a very commanding position. I don't believe there's anything that deck can do against us. And there we go, they conceded. So yep, with this Cyrus in hand, there are just so many possibilities. You can ping stuff with like 100 HP. And then you can bring that out and your Darkrai can finish that off. It's so crazy. You can hit upwards of 100 damage with your Darkrai. And if you have Weavile, it's 90 damage. But still, it's a lot. And it's great when you want to take out basic Pokemon in the late game. So this is it, guys. This is how we function with the Darkrai and Weavile EX decks. You should be happy to see me slay some Palkia players, right? I mean, a lot of people are going to try that deck, but honestly, I don't think that deck is that good because the attack discards 3 energy. I'd rather it hits less hard and discard 2 energy only. Then it would have been much better. But anyways, this is how we slay people with the Weavile. It's so aggro and it's just amazing. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to slap the button so hard just like your parents used to slap you when you were a naughty kid. And sub the channel for free for more awesome Pokemon Pocket content. Now have a great day everybody, and peace out.